Hey Collective, welcome back for your week. Actually, it's going to be a daily reading. I haven't done them in a week because I did them all pre-recorded. I went to the pool yesterday and I got absolutely fried. So, um, I can't wear a bra today because I am like fully like I'm hurting. I'm hurting really bad. So, I can't show my face today, guys, because I couldn't wear a bra. I wasn't going to do that to you. I wasn't going to let them swing to and fro in front of you. So, we're going to jump on in. Hopefully I can be back tomorrow on my normal setup. Ooh. So I'm hearing somebody wants to contact you, but in order for them to contact you, they have to let you know. It's like they want to talk to you and they're really intrigued with something you've got going on, but it's like they don't want you if they don't want you to know that they're watching you somehow. They just don't want you to know that they're watching you. And if they contact you, then you're obviously going to know that they're watching you and they don't want you to know that. So they're trying to connect with you through dreams. There's a message they want to relay to you though. It's like something important. They're trying to connect to you through dreams, but there's some type of message that it's a heart-to-heart conversation. This conversation isn't about just one topic, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing there's like a blanket converse. It's like a blanket conversation. It covers a multitude of topics, but it's really healing to your heart. Now, take that however it resonates for you. Healing can be painful. Healing can be you snot coming out of the nose, crying. But healing can also be happy tears of relief. It could be finally, and that's what I'm getting is like a sense of finally everything's going to work out. They want me to take this back group. I have small hands, so I only do half of the deck at a time. But I also have OCD and I have to go through the whole deck. It's a whole thing, guys. It's a whole thing. I have to go through the whole deck. It's just a silly OCD thing I got. This person has been going through a very deep healing themselves. You have been going through a healing process, but they've been going through one too, and they're telling me it's looked different than yours because they're a different human being. They have different perspectives, they have different activities, and so they have different actions that they have taken. But they're telling me that this person, I knew there was a woman. They want this one, and that one's trying to come out. So they've come to and this is part of the conversation that they want to have. They've come to a realization that they did something to damage your heart in a way. They did. Oh, look at how red my knee is. Jesus. I didn't even know my legs were showing. Sorry, guys. Screwed up. Um, so they're through their own healing process, their own healing journey. They are recognizing a pattern within themselves, and then it's that pattern is taking them down memory lane of a bunch of different like experiences they've been through. 444 on the clock. A bunch of different experiences they've been through with you and others, because it's like a massive healing for them. It's not just about your relationship, but yours is important to them. I will say that. But it's like in healing their own hurt in relationships, and then identifying their own patterns, they were able to identify what they did to you, and they want to be able to express that to you. They want to be able to come to you and say, I'm sorry. um it's like it's a situation where they know they did wrong, but they didn't understand what they did wrong, and it took some time for them to go through some healing, an exploration of the self, to understand themselves, to understand what they did. It's like you can't identify a problem until it's just that, and that's what it is. They could not come to you and apologize for something they didn't know they did. They had to go through this healing process in order to get to that point. And it took some time, and I feel like this time has led you through a different healing phase where you've kind of pulled away from this person. I do feel like this is a conversation. Hold on. They want me to pull these out. So I don't use them very often. These little time cards. Got a few decks of them, but I should put them all together. But they do want me to pull out. There was another group of cards I had. That was for the divine. I think I lost them. Crystal. All right. When can this conversation, like, give me a time frame of this? Two cards. Sometime around your birthday. And if you're ruminating over the past, it's limiting your movement forward. No time can be determined right now. For somebody, group of you, it's around your birthday. I did just hear a spiritual birthday. If you have a spiritual birthday, like a Kundalini awakening or a gave your life to Christ type of thing. So, okay, there's a group here watching who's thinking that maybe this is for them. And if you are that uncertain, it's not for you. Because there's two cards here right now about ruminating over the past and not feeling completely certain. If it is you who is not feeling completely certain, this is like this. There's no timeline for you yet. Things are not set in stone. For those of you, okay, look at this. We are working together in unison on healing our wounds. Thoughts and visions of you and me together never leave my mind. The 2 months card is crossing those two cards right here, and they're saying that's important for you. Somebody, the reason this reading's coming out now is because within a few days you're having this conversation. It's within a few days. I felt that energy coming soon. I knew it was. So we've got a bunch of different waves of energy watching this. I love that. I knew that I had a new wave come in, especially in that Sag reading, man. I feel like they get a shit show. So we're gonna start doing things a little differently with that. This is the person. What does the person who wants to meet with the viewer have to work through? What are they thinking? They're greedy. They're greedy. They're attached to things in an excessive way. Nothing good comes from it. I heard greedy with relationships. These are things they've been working through. These are triggers, my trigger cards. I can act resentful and distance myself from people for months without addressing the issue. When I feel unloved, I will emotionally detach instead of expressing my emotions. When my feelings of shame surface, I will avoid everyone close to me. When I am not happy with myself, I become inconsiderate to others. These are things they're going to tell you that they've worked through. These are their triggers, and it's important for you to know that. Like, they've done a lot of deep healing. And if it's not them and it's you, take it as it resonates, you know? It's not always about the viewer. It could be the person it could be flipped. Manipulative. Let go of wanting to exert power over someone or a situation. Do you need to work on your self-esteem? Now, I'm going to grab a couple tarot. I feel like Celtic tarot today. Well, those wanted to stay out. Yeah. You've moved on from this person. And look, you've moved on from this person to do your healing, and they want me to pay attention. You see how you're focused on this beautiful light, and you're sitting here in this calmness? Like, this is how your life is looking to other people, and this is how they are feeling. Do you see how he's blindfolded, walking on like fire wands here? Even the trees, even the trees have fire on them. But that's how they feel. You've moved on, which has caused burdens on them because it's forced them to have to deal with their emotions, the things, the baggage that they never wanted to deal with between you guys. This is like God cooking up the perfect emotional atmosphere to make things come full circle. Yeah, look. This is a shocking tower moment. That's what I mean. It's like something is being shifted dramatically in the emotional realm that's causing this storm within people who feel like they need to come back and find closure with you. Okay. Now the devil flew out in the future, so we're going to see what that's about. I just heard control. Four of Swords, and that fell out here. Okay, and the Sun, that fell out here. Yeah, see, look. The Four of Swords fell out here. I like this. Okay, if you could see the way these fell out. Somebody you were dealing with, they've been attached to greed and they're very manipulative. Okay, they know this about themselves and they've learned these patterns about themselves and they want to have a conversation with you about it. Now, the reason they were able to get to that point was because you moved on from something and there was a pull, like there was a cord cutting that happened energetically here. So everything that you were doing for these people or they were doing for you, if the roles are reversed, all of a sudden gets put in your lap and it is your responsibility or it is that person's responsibility. And when they are hit with all of that responsibility, because we do have the 10 of Wands, which is a heavy card of responsibility, all of that emotional responsibility went back on their shoulders. That physical responsibility went back on their shoulders. And you have that fell out on top of that, the Four of Swords and the Sun. So it's like you have been led to this place that you leaving this situation and following your bliss, and I'm looking at that light up here, this as your bliss. You are following your bliss, and as you did that, it's caused a shock wave for other people who have to go through their own healing process. And what is going to happen is you're going to be very shocked because they want you. This is a time for you to reflect, a time for you to go within, because you're about to be offered something pretty big here. Okay, hold on. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, the number 12 is significant. So it could be like the 12th month, the 12th day. So December, there's something here about 12 being significant. 612. I heard in my mind 712, and then I saw the 12 like go and flip to 21 in my mind. I saw the vision, okay? So 721 being significant for someone. Here's the thing. While you looked like you were being a hermit and kind of being inside of your house, now all of a sudden there's something that's changed where you have come out looking like the sun, and it has caused a shock wave for other people. You've come out looking better, feeling better, and it's caused a lot of emotional turmoil for some people. So here now let's get to this devil card because they're telling me now I'm ready to get to that. Let's see what it has. Ooh. Okay, their attempt to come to you with a conversation is not just about apologizing and letting things go. There's some type of ulterior motive here. Let's see what it is. It may not, I mean, it may not be bad. Look, the Four of Swords just came back out. They really want you to go within about this before, yeah. It's something to do with the past. Something to do with the past. And it could be to do with the child because this came flying out too with this Page of Wands. But with this being the Six of Cups, they are not facing each other. Do you see that? That you guys have not been facing each other, and now it's like they really want you to go within because you're going to have to start facing each other, and this is going to be some type of tower moment. You're going to be shocked by what they say. Look, 712 was just on the clock. Didn't I say 721? So 712, and didn't I say 12 was significant? Yeah. This is crazy. They're going to be giving you something. They want to offer you something, and it's something tangible because this is a pentacle. So whatever it is, they're giving you some type of information, and that's what I'm hearing. It's information. I'm not getting like a monetary thing. It does feel like information. This is something that's put a lot of burden on you for a while. And now they're saying that you were in this place. Like this has come back full circle now to where you were in this place. So whatever this information was, it's created a very heavy burden in your life. And that burden has blocked your blessings here as the King of Pentacles. You have not been able to see clearly forward when it comes to your money because of this emotional blockage, something to do with a very big burden from the past. Now, they're bringing me to this. Whoa. Did you see that devil card? They literally flicked it right back out of my hand, flipped it, and put it right down on the devil card. All right. Clarify that. Different deck. Just grab one. Clarify. Okay. This is interesting because you know how the devil came out in the future over here? Well, you guys can't see, but it came out over here where you can't see. Which is future. And then when I tried to bring the tower card up to you, they flicked it out of my hand and put it right on the devil card. Your independence, your happiness, that is like your bitch, I told you I could type of that's what I'm getting here. It's like, so people counted you out. They didn't think that you could build a legacy. They didn't think that you were able to pick yourself back up after some type of like really tumultuous time. And this is what it is, like somehow they're seeing the fruits of your labor, and even though to you it may seem small and insignificant whatever you've attained, to them it's huge because they're losing. So what they're losing, the exact things that you are gaining. So while they're having the emotional reaction of a loss right now, they're seeing you have a gain of what they're losing. And that is how God is using these experiences to shift people into their highest timeline. So what you're doing is actually helping them and serving them by healing. Your healing has spurred an entire group of people to ascend into a new energy because they knew you and they're being triggered by you and they're having knee-jerk reactions to you, which has caused patterns of behavior to come to the front when they make a decision, and they that decision follows with an action that's unfavorable, and then they get hit with that karma and they're experiencing the repercussions of that, and then all of a sudden, boom, here you are getting out of it. And they're getting pissed off because they're losing and you're winning. And they don't think that they should lose. They think that you should lose. And as they think that you should lose, they're losing more. And then you're winning more. And then when you lose more, they're getting pissed off and then you're winning more. See, things went that way for a while till it got to a point that they could not control it anymore. Like the universe had to get them to just like, oh, I give up. I'm so sorry, I give up. Just had to give it in. And that's what they did to heal. But the what I was trying to point out to you is this: all of this was spurred from us, and my light just flickered, a spiritual awakening. The Page of Wands to me is a spiritual awakening card. And do you see how it's his arm going up into the sky and he's creating that lightning? And then you have the tower over here, right, with that lightning too. And then you have the devil, which is the person who wants to have the conversation with you in the future. That was right here with and they were with the tower. The tower fell right on that devil. And then I said, clarify, what is this about? It is about you receiving your independence, looking better, feeling better, life just going in a better direction for you. Even if it's not going perfect, it is going in a better direction. And remember what happens when we are somebody on the outside looking in. We tend to look at other people with rose-colored glasses, thinking that everything in the world is going well, and we compare it to how we are feeling emotionally, and it always falls short. That is not what is going on here with you, but it is what's happening with these other people. And now they feel like if they can have a conversation with you, squash things, let bygones be bygones, that there's some type of reconciliation that could happen in the future. Is that true? We can look into that. I mean, and we are 23 minutes in, but I feel like it's going to be different for each of you. Yeah. Is there going to be reconciliation? See, it's not. It's going to be with a group of people. That's why it's like you can reconcile with maybe one, but you're not going to reconcile with the other. Yeah. You feel like they're manipulating you because they want something from you, possibly the booty. Just got to say it. It's the booty. They miss the booty. They want that booty. They do. They miss that loving. Oh, I'm hearing it. They miss that loving. That came out very clear. That was the only thing I heard when this turned over. Normally, I could get an exciting new beginning. I can be like, let's try to do this again. I really want this. That's maybe the types of things that they say. I've grown, I've changed. I think that we're ready now. I think we're both in a good place. You've healed, I've healed. Why can't we give this another chance? But really, what they want is that ass. Okay? They want that ass. I just have to say it. And it's because that ass will provide an emotional relief for them. I mean, come on, you guys know what it provides, right? They need that, like, release. Oh, that's funny. Okay, guys. They told me they're giving me a picture they want me to draw, so I'll probably be back on here later with that. They're giving me a vision. They want me to draw this and bring it into a message. So I'm gonna do that after I get the readings done for today. Okay. I'll be back later, guys. Peace and love.